everyone, welcome to our video on dopamine detox and how to reset your brain. Are you someone who finds it hard to focus on tasks that are good for you, like studying, exercising, or working on your side business? Do you find yourself procrastinating and instead opting for activities that are less productive, like watching TV, playing video games, and scrolling through social media? If you said yes to any of these, then you are not alone, and this video is for you. Because today we're going to talk about a powerful brain neurotransmitter called dopamine and how it affects our motivation and pleasure. And most importantly, we'll show you a step-by-step process on how to reset your brain and break free from the cycle of addiction. So, sit back, relax, and be ready to take some notes because this is going to be an interesting and valuable journey for you. Understanding dopamine. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that plays a crucial role in motivation, pleasure, and reward-seeking behavior. When we engage in activities that we enjoy or that give us a sense of accomplishment, our brain releases dopamine. This release of dopamine is what makes us feel good and motivates us to continue engaging in that activity. However, not all activities release the same amount of dopamine. Some activities, such as playing video games, browsing social media, or using drugs, can release unnaturally high amounts of dopamine. To better understand the power of dopamine, let's take a look at some experiments that have been done on rats. Researchers implemented electrodes in the brains of rats, and whenever the rat pulled a lever, the researchers stimulated the rat's reward system in the brain. The results was that the rats developed a craving so strong that they kept pulling on the lever, over and over for hours. The rats would even refuse to eat or sleep. They would just keep pressing the lever until they would drop from exhaustion. On the other hand, when the researchers blocked the release of dopamine in the rat's brain reward center, the rats became so lethargic that even getting up to get a drink of water was not worth the effort. They wouldn't eat, they wouldn't mate, and they didn't crave anything at all. It's like they lost all will to live. This experiment showed us that dopamine plays a key role in our motivation to engage in activities. When dopamine is released, it makes us desire things, and that desire gives us motivation to get up and do stuff. The same is true for humans. Our brain develops priorities based on how much dopamine it's expecting to get from a certain activity. If an activity releases too little dopamine, we won't have much motivation to do it. But if an activity releases a lot of dopamine, we'll be motivated to repeat it over and over again. This is why certain activities can be so addictive, because they release naturally high amounts of dopamine. In summary, dopamine is a powerful motivator that drives our behavior. It makes us desire things and gives us the motivation to engage in activities that release it. However, not all activities release the same amount of dopamine, and certain activities can release unnaturally high amounts, leading to addiction. The dopamine detox. So now that we understand the role of dopamine in our behavior, the next step is to learn how to reset our brain and break the cycle of addiction. This is where the concept of dopamine detox comes in. A dopamine detox is a process of limiting or eliminating activities that release unnaturally high amounts of dopamine and replace them with activities that release more natural and healthy amounts of dopamine. The goal of dopamine detox is to reset the brain's reward system so it can start responding to more natural rewards and break the cycle of addiction. It's not a one-time solution, it's a gradual process that takes time, patience, and consistency. Here are the steps of dopamine detox. Set specific goals. Identify what activities you want to limit or eliminate and set specific goals for how you will do that. Track your progress. Keep a journal or a log of your progress. This will help you stay accountable and motivated. Limit your screen time. Start by limiting your time spent on screens. This includes your phone, computer, TV, and gaming devices. Find healthy alternatives. Replace the time you spend on addictive activities with healthy alternatives, such as exercise, reading, spending time with loved ones, etc. Reward yourself. Celebrate small achievements along the way and reward yourself with something you enjoy. Be patient and consistent. Remember that this is a process that takes time. Be patient with yourself and consistent in your efforts. It's important to note that the dopamine detox process may be difficult and challenging at first. You may experience some withdrawal symptoms such as irritability, anxiety, and depression. But with consistency and patience, these symptoms will eventually fade, and you will start to feel the benefits of resetting your brain. By following these steps and being consistent in your efforts, you can start to break the cycle of addiction and regain control of your life. A dopamine detox can lead to a more fulfilling life with better motivation and focus on the activities that are good for you. Putting it into practice. Now that you know the steps of dopamine detox, it's time to start implementing them in your life. Here are some tips to help you get started and make the process more sustainable. Start small. Take it one step at a time, and start by limiting the most addictive activity first. Seek support. Reach out to friends and family for support and accountability. Keep yourself busy. Find activities that you enjoy and that release healthy amounts of dopamine to keep yourself busy and engaged. Find accountability. Find an accountability partner, someone who will help you stay on track and motivated. Be flexible. Be flexible and be open to changing things up if something's not working for you. Remember why you started. Always remember why you started and the benefits you will gain by resetting your brain. Sharing success stories of the people who have done the dopamine detox and the positive impact it had on their lives can also be inspiring and encouraging for the viewers to start their own detox. Conclusion. In conclusion, dopamine is a powerful brain neurotransmitter that affects our motivation and pleasure. Certain activities, such as playing video games, social media, or drugs, can release unnaturally high amounts of dopamine, leading to addiction. A dopamine detox is a process of limiting or eliminating these activities and replacing them with activities that release more natural and healthy amounts of dopamine. By resetting the brain's reward system, you can regain control of your life and break the cycle of addiction. It takes time, patience, and consistency to see results, but by following these steps outlined in the video and seeking support, you can start your own dopamine detox and experience the benefits of a reset brain. Remember to always keep in mind the reason why you started and celebrate small achievements along the way. We hope you found this video informative and valuable. We know starting a dopamine detox can be challenging, but remember, the benefits of resetting your brain are worth it. A dopamine detox can lead to a more fulfilling life with better motivation and focus on the activities that are good for you. As a reminder, the key steps of the dopamine detox are setting specific goals, tracking your progress, limiting screen time, finding healthy alternatives, rewarding yourself, and being patient and consistent. To help you get started, we encourage you to take immediate action by setting one specific goal to work on this week and start tracking your progress. And make sure to share your progress and experience with us by leaving a comment below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated on future videos on brain health, motivation, and productivity. Also, we'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below on what you'd like to see in our next video. And if you know someone who may benefit from watching this video, please share with them. Together, we can reset our brain and improve our life. So, let's start this journey today.